Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Al Burns Memorial Field here in Great Bend. Games 2 and 3 of the four-game series between the Batcats and your Hayes Larks. The Larks took game 1 last night 5-2 behind a very good outing from Peyton Battenfield. Tyler Starks with his 5th save of the summer. These will be 2 7-inning games tonight for the Larks and Batcats. The first one here is a makeup of I believe a June 4th rainout here in Great Bend. Alex Knight, the starter tonight for the Batcats in game number 1. He is from the University of St. Mary. Leading off for the Larks, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. First pitch of the evening, 4:58 p.m. It is in there for a strike. The 1-0 or the 0-1 is a little bit inside, backs Soberanis off the plate, and we are even at a ball and a strike. Larks come in second place in the Jayhawk League. The 1-1 is high, and it is 2-1. Larks are 2 games behind the Liberal BJs. It's the 2-1 from Knight. That one is inside, and it is 3-1. To Soberanis. Great Bend comes in with a record of 13 and 14 overall. They sit in 5th place currently in the Jayhawk League. That is a lead-off walk for Soberanis. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the center fielder tonight, number 4, Keone Givens. And some kind of meeting between home plate umpire and head coach Roger Ward of the Batcats. Might be a lineup issue, not quite sure what that is. And does Soberanis have a wrong number? Soberanis is number 1. That's what it said on the lineup. So Soberanis is on first base. Keone Givens will make his way to the plate. It must have been a mix-up in the lineup card. They had Soberanis as 2 and Ochoa as number 1. Here comes the first pitch to Givens. He lays down a bunt. It is foul. And it's 0-1. So the Liberal BJs and Dodge City teams, 1st and 3rd in the Jayhawk League, are doing battle down in Dodge this week as part of a 4-game set. So hopefully they will beat on each other a little bit, and the Larks can take advantage of this 4-game series against the Batcats and maybe make up some ground in the league, as that one missed for a ball. Knight will spin and throw. Had Soberanis leaning towards second base, but he is just back safely. Here comes the 1-1 from Knight. Givens fouls it off towards the Larks dugout, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Keone hitting .250 so far this summer. Came back just a week ago from a broken jaw, and he has been playing very well since his return. Here comes the 1-2. And again, he will spin and throw, and had Soberanis a little off balance again, but he is back safely. The 1-2. Curveball stays up. Keone holds off. And we're even at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. That one is outside, and the count is full. to Givens. So Larks, seeing the pitches very well, have worked leadoff walk and now a 3-2 count. See if Givens can get on board. Here comes the payoff pitch. There goes Soberanis. Popped up is Givens, and Soberanis will have to retreat back to first base. The catch is made by the first baseman Romero in foul territory. And there is one down here in the top of the first. Coming to the plate for the Larks, the left fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. Harp digs in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from Knight. Off speed, drops in for strike number 1. Knight is set. Here comes the 0-1. And he will spin and throw to first. Soberanis is again back safely. There goes Soberanis, the pitch. The throw is in time, and Soberanis is caught stealing at second base, and there are 2 down here in the top of the first. Comes the pitch to Harp. That one is outside, and it is 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball foul to the left. Here comes the 2-2 to Harp. Strike 3 called on the outside. Harp is down, and so are the Larks in the first. For Hayes, no runs, no hits, no Great Bend errors, and nobody left on base after a half inning here in game number 1. Larks nothing. Batcats coming to the plate. And we're back here in Great Bend, bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher tonight for the Larks, Jake Norton. Norton comes off a very good start down in OKC last week where he earned the win, went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, struck out 8. So leading off for the Batcats tonight, the center fielder number 8, Mateo Zuniga. First pitch of the night from Norton is away for ball number 1. Norton working from the stretch here tonight as the fastball misses away once again, and it is 2-0. It is 3-0 now as Norton misses high. Here comes the 3-0. That one is outside in a 4-pitch walk. leads off at the bottom of the first for the Batcats. So very similar to how the Larks first started. Soberanis was walked on 5 pitches. Zuniga draws a 4-pitch walk.
The second baseman, number 7, Peyton Barnes.
Peyton Barnes steps to the plate now for the Batcats. Second baseman tonight as Zuniga leads from first base. Norton looks in and gets a sign from Jones. Here comes the first pitch. Way outside. That is 5 straight balls to begin the night from Jake Norton. Norton is set. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike from Jake, and it's 1-1. One is just a bit inside. And it's 2-1 to Peyton Barnes. Two one is outside, and it is 3-1 to Barnes. So Norton having thrown 7 pitches so far this evening, 8 pitches, excuse me, 7 of them being balls. Here comes the 3-1. That one is high, and it's back-to-back walks here to begin the ball game for Jake Norton. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the left fielder number 14, Corrigan Bartlett, as Coach Keith Harper will make his way to the mound for a very early visit with Norton. So the infield joins Norton and Harper for the meeting. Probably telling Jake just to calm down a little bit and play catch with Nick Jones. Let the Batcats make contact and let the defense help you out. So Bartlett steps in on the right side. Runners on first and second here for Great Bend. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. Comes the first pitch of the AB from Jake Norton. That one is high, and it's 1-0. Here comes the pitch to Bartlett. Fastball high and in. It is 2-0. Comes the pitch from Jake. That one is outside. It is 3-0. Norton struggling here tonight in the first inning to find the strike zone. 12 pitches thrown here so far, just 1 strike. Here comes the 3-0. That one hits Bartlett, and the bases are loaded here in the first inning. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Romero. A big jam for Norton here in the bottom of the first. Now we will work from the windup. Here comes the first pitch. That one is low, and another ball. Jake out of the windup delivers the 1-0 to Romero. High, and it is 2-0 to Romero. Here comes the 2-0. There's a strike from Jake on the outside corner. And it is 2-1. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball to Weiss. Weiss will field, throw home in time, and there is one out here in the first inning. Romero will reach on the fielder's choice, but Zuniga is out at the plate, and it is still 0-0. So now Norton has gotten himself into a position where he is potentially one pitch away from getting out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch to Brennan Fontenot. That one is way outside, and it's 1-0. Comes the 1-0 from Jake Norton. Strike number 1 on the outside corner. The 1-1 is high. The 2-1 is outside. It is 3-1 here on Brennan Fontenot. Nowhere to put him on base as they are full of Batcats. Here it comes from Norton. That one is outside, and he will walk in a run. It is 1-0 Great Bend here in the first. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the third baseman, number 3, Dawson Pomeroy. Pomeroy, freshman from Barton County, as the first pitch from Norton is way outside, and it's 1-0. Ground ball to Norton, and off his glove, and they will have no play at the plate. Will get the out at first base, but Corrigan Bartlett comes down to score for the Batcats, and it is 2-0 here in the first.
The catcher, number 16, Brett Bonar.
Brett Bonar, the batter for Great Bend, the 7th man to the plate here in the first inning, as runners lead from second and third with 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch from Norton, outside, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Norton. Ground ball right at Soberanis. He charges Fields. Toss to Selzer in time. And that is the inning. So in the bottom of the first inning, Norton stays away from a big inning, does a good job to limit the damage. The Batcats score 2 runs on no hits, no Larks errors, and they leave 2 men on base. We are through 1 complete here in game number 1 from Great Bend. The Batcats on top, 2-0. And we're back here in Great Bend, top of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Larks. Alex Knight back to the hill for Great Bend. Colin Simpson will lead it off for Hayes here, DHing tonight. Comes the first pitch from Knight. Lined right at the second baseman, Barnes, who makes the play. And there is one out here in the second. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. First pitch from Knight is a fastball that misses in, and it's 1-0 to Boone. Comes the pitch, skied in the air to the right side. Romero and Barnes over. Romero will make the play in foul territory, and there are quickly 2 away here in the second inning. So Nick Jones will make his way to the plate for the Larks. Quickly, 2 men out in the top of the second. Here comes the first pitch from Alex Knight. Jones takes strike number 1 on a fastball right down the middle. Lines it foul just past third base, and it is quickly 0-2 on the Larks catcher. Comes the 0-2, a curveball stays inside, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. So Knight in the windup. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss from Jones. And the Larks are down in order in the second inning after an inning and a half of play. Batcats on top, 2-0. Jake Norton back to the mound for the bottom of the second inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Batcats. Brady Mitchell will lead it off, the right fielder, as he takes ball number 1 high from Norton. And the 1-0 is up and in, and it is 2-0 from Jake. Here comes the 2-0. That one's high as well, and it is 3-0. Here comes the 3-0 to Mitchell. That one is high as well, and another 4-pitch walk from Norton. And the leadoff man is aboard for the Batcats.
Shortstop, number 23, Brandon Bacher.
Brandon Bacher will make his way to the plate. Already through the order here for the Batcats as Mitchell leads from first. Here comes the first pitch from Norton. That one is on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Norton. That's high and in. And there's a ball and a strike. There is action out in the Larks bullpen here in the top of the second inning. In the bottom of the second inning, excuse me, is the 2-0 from Norton. The 1-1 is fouled back to the screen, and there's a ball and 2 strikes on Brandon Bacher. Norton is set. Here comes the 1-2. Way outside. And the count is even at 2. A good job by Nick Jones to prevent that from getting back to the screen and keeping Mitchell at first. Here comes the 2-2. Throws it, spikes it in the dirt, and that one will get to the backstop and all the way to the Larks dugout. And Mitchell will be on second base. So a wild pitch from Norton. No chance for Jones as it was spiked in the left batter's box. And Mitchell is on second base. Bacher back in. The count is full. Norton gets a sign from Jones. Is set. Gives Mitchell a look. Here comes the payoff pitch. That one hits Bacher, and he is aboard. So just 3 outs recorded here for Norton. He's already walked 4 and hit 2 here in the second inning.
The center fielder, Mateo Zunica.
Mateo Zunica, the top of the order, will make his way to the plate, already hitting for the second time this evening as Norton is set. Here comes the first pitch. Strike number 1 down the middle. Here comes the pitch. So he will square to bunt and foul it back. And Jake is ahead 0-2 on the Batcats' leadoff hitter. Here comes the 0-2 from Norton. That hits Zunica, and the bases are loaded. So another hit by pitch for Jake Norton, and they are loaded up again here with no outs in the second inning.
Second baseman, number 7, Peyton Barnes.
And here comes pitching coach Keith Harper. Another mound visit for the Larks here in the second, and that is going to do it for Jake Norton here in the second inning, as the call to the bullpen for the Larks looks to be number 7, Brad Sugg. So as Brad comes in, grabs the ball, and warms up, we will step aside and be right back here in Great Bend. And we are back here in Great Bend. Brad Sugg takes over on the mound in a big jam. Bases are loaded for the Batcats. Nobody out. Larks already trail 2-0 here in game number 1. Peyton Barnes steps to the plate. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. That one is a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Sugg is set. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball foul to the left. And it's 1-1. So Sugg just looking for some outs here in the second inning to keep this one a game as the 1-1 misses. And there are 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1 to Barnes. Popped up into shallow left. Here comes Ochoa, goes out. That ball will drop. Going to be a base hit. And it is 3-0 Great Bend here in the second inning. Corrigan Bartlett will make his way to the plate now for the Batcats. Bases are still loaded. Bartlett steps in. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. Lined over the shortstop Ochoa. 1 is in. 2 is in. And all 3 of those runners put on by Norton have come around to score. It is 5-0 here in the second inning. Hunter Romero steps in now. Runner on first and second. Swing and a miss. And it is 0-1. So the Larks will have a big hole to climb out of here tonight in the shortened game because of the doubleheader. The pitch on the corner, and it is 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Brad Sugg. The curveball misses away, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball swung on and missed by Romero, and he is down on strikes. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the second. The designated hitter, Brennan Fontenot, will make his way to the plate. He was walked in the first. Steps in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. Line into right field. That is down. Here comes Barnes from second. He will be in to score the throw to the backstop, and Bartlett will take third base, and Fontenot will take second on the RBI single. It is 6-0 Great Bend here in the second. Dawson Pomeroy will be the batter. The bunt. Throw to first in time. That will bring another run across. There are 2 outs, but it is 7-0. Great Bend here in the second. So another instance here for the Larks where the wheels have just seemingly fallen off. Happened a bit too much in the last few games. First pitch is low for ball 1 to Brett Bonar. Here comes the 1-0, fouled off to the left and out of play. And there's a ball and a strike. That one is in there from Sugg. And it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and the inning is finally over. The Batcats strike for 5 more on 2 hits. No Larks errors. And 1 man left on base. We are through 2 innings here in game number 1. Great Bend on top, 7-0. And we're back here in Great Bend. Alex Knight back to the mound for the Batcats with a commanding 7-0 lead on the Larks. Alex Weiss will lead it off. 7-8-9 due up for Hayes here in the top of the third. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Knight. That one stays up, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 to Weiss, popped in the infield. The second baseman, Barnes, is over behind second base, makes the play, and there's 1 down.
First baseman, number 9, Jace Seltzer.
Jace Seltzer makes his way to the plate. Larks first baseman. First at-bat of the evening. Here comes the first pitch from Knight. Curveball stays in, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 from Knight is a fastball on the outside corner, and we're even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1, that one is a little bit off the plate on the outside, and there are 2 balls and a strike to Jace. Here comes the pitch from Alex Knight. Popped up to the left and out of play. And we're even again at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 to Selzer. Curveball up and away. And Jace has worked the count full. Here with 1 out in the 3rd. Here comes the payoff pitch. Lined into right field. That ball is towards the corner. That is down. Few hops off the wall. Selzer will trot into second base with a 1-out double. So that will bring up the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa, for the Larks here with 1 out. In the top of the 3rd, Selzer leads from second base. Here comes the first pitch from Alex Knight. Strike number 1 on the outside. Knight gets his sign from Bonar. Comes set. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Fouled up and out of play to the left. And it's quickly 0-2 on Trey. Larks needing to start chipping away here as soon as possible. Getting close to the midway point here in game number 1. Here comes the 0-2 from Knight. And he will check on Selzer back behind him at second base. Here comes the pitch. Ochoa fouls it off back to the screen. He will stay alive at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 once again to Ochoa. Curveball, that one misses away, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Now Bonar will make his way out and have a word with Alex Knight here. A quick conversation between pitcher and catcher. Switch hitter Ochoa digs back in on the left side. He is ready for the 1-2 from Knight. That fastball is a little bit away, and we're even at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 to Trey. And looked like the same pitch as the one before, but this one is called strike 3, and Ochoa is the 2nd out of the inning. Will bring to the plate the top of the Larks batting order, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Selzer still on second base here in the 3rd. As Soberanis digs in on the right side, is ready for the first pitch. Lined, scooped by Bacher at short. The throw across in time, and the Larks are done in the 3rd. No runs on a hit. No Great Bend errors. 1 man left on base. We are through 2.5 here in game number 1. 7-0 Batcats. And we're back here for the bottom of the third inning. Brad Sugg back to the mound for the Larks. Brady Mitchell will lead it off here for the Batcats. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Sugg outside, and it's 1-0. From Sugg is swung on and missed, and there's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Batcats right fielder. Here comes the pitch. Lined over Ochoa into left center field. That's going to be down for a hit. Cut off by Harp. He will make the throw to second base. And Mitchell will stop with a leadoff single here in the third.
The shortstop, number 23,
Brandon Bacher makes his way to the plate now for Great Bend. It was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Here comes the first delivery from Sugg. Curveball outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 from Sugg. Blooped into right field. That one will be foul. And it's quickly 0-2 on Bacher. Sugg is ready. Here comes the 0-2. Just a bit downstairs for ball number 1. The 1-2, a curveball that drops in on the inside corner, and Sugg strikes out Bacher for the first out of the third. That will bring the top of the Batcats order to the plate. The center fielder, Mateo Zuniga. Mitchell leads from first. Sugg will check on him, and he is back safely at first base. First pitch misses for ball number 1 from Brad. That one is low for ball number 2 as Jones will back pick to first base, and Mitchell is back safely once again. Here comes the 2-0. Swung on and missed. Like an off-speed pitch from Sugg. Gets Zuniga out in front, and there are 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed again by the center fielder from Great Bend, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brad looking for a ground ball here to potentially get the Larks out of the inning. Here comes the 2-2. Popped it up to the left-hand side. 3 Larks fielders converging. That one will drop harmlessly in foul territory. And we will do it again at 2-2. Sugg will once again check on Mitchell over at first base. He dives back safely once again. Here comes the 2-2. There goes the runner. Mitchell lined foul off to the right. And we will hang tight at 2-2. 2-2 once again from Sugg. Fouled back. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And before the pitch, Zuniga calls for time, and it is granted, so that will not count from Brad, and we will have to do it again as Zuniga steps back in. Sugg gets his sign from Jones and is ready. Mitchell leads from first base. Here comes the 2-2. There he goes once again. Outside the throw from Jones. Not in time, and that is a stolen base for Brady Mitchell. So the count is now full on Mateo Zuniga's. Sugg will come set. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ball 4 outside, and that is a good at bat by Zuniga. There's another walk. Peyton Barnes will make his way to the plate now. Sir? I have him sit down. Runners lead from first and second. The first pitch to Barnes misses away, and it's 1-0. Here comes the pitch. Foul tipped into the glove of Jones. And there's a ball and a strike to Peyton Barnes. Brad Sugg looking for a ground ball to get the Larks back to the dugout here in third. Here comes the 1-1 curveball. That one catches the inside part of the plate, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Sugg gets his sign from Jones. Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball left center field. Harp is over. Givens to his right. Harp will settle under it, make the play. And there are 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the left fielder, number 14, Corrigan Bartlett. Bartlett is 1 for 1 tonight. He singled and drove in 2 back in the second inning. Also was hit by a pitch in the first. Has scored 2 runs as well already this evening. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. That one misses low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the pitch from Sugg, line into right field. That's into the gap. 1 is in easily all the way to the warning track. That's going to be a 2-run double for the Batcats, and it is 9-0 here in the third. Hunter Romero will make his way to the plate. Bartlett leads from second base. First pitch swung on and missed. And it is 0-1. So the evening, and game number 1 just keeps getting worse for the Larks as Great Bend just keeps tacking on runs. Here in the third, here comes the 0-1. Outside to the screen, and Bartlett will advance to third base. One and one count to Hunter Romero, Corrigan Bartlett at third. And Brad will step off. That one is fouled away. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Sugg is ready. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. That is a strikeout of Hunter Romero. And the inning is over. The Batcats tack on 2 more runs on 2 hits. No Larks errors, and they leave 1 aboard. We are through 3 innings here in game number 1. Larks trail 9-0. And we're back here in Great Bend, top of the 4th inning. Alex Knight back to the mound. Keone Givens will lead it off for the Larks here in the top of the 4th. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Lined up the middle to the second baseman Barnes. He fields, makes the throw, and there's 1 down in the 4th. Clayton Harp comes to the plate now for the Larks here with 1 down in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch from Knight, inside corner, and it's 0-1. Grounded past the pitcher to the second baseman Barnes. He fields, throws in time again. And there are 2 down for the Larks, so there is no offense from the Larks here so far tonight. Once again, the offense is just struggling to produce anything. Colin Simpson will make his way to the plate, looking to get a man on board and keep the inning alive. Simpson 0 for 1. Lined out to the second baseman Barnes back in the second. Here comes the first pitch. That one is low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the delivery from Knight. Curveball that hangs upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes to the Larks DH. Colin Simpson came into tonight hitting .431 on the summer as he takes ball 3 on the outside, has 7 home runs, and has driven in a team-high 25. The 3-0. That one is high, and there's a 2-out walk for Colin Simpson, and the inning will continue. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. Boone popped up to the first baseman back in the second. Here comes the first pitch from Alex Knight. Swings through a ball outside, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Boone, fouls it off back to the screen, and it is quickly 0-2 on the Larks right fielder. Here comes the 0-2 from Knight. Fouled straight back once again, and we'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 to Trevor Boone, outside in the dirt, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the Larks are done. In the fourth, no runs on, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on after 3.5, 9-0, Great Bend. And we're back here in Great Bend, game number 1, bottom of the 4th. Batcats in control, up 9-0. Brad Sugg will make his way back to the mound for the Larks. Leading off will be the DH, number 11, Brennan Fontenot, as the first pitch of the inning is fouled back. And it is 0-1. That one is popped to left field. Harp is in, makes the play, and there is 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Dawson Pomeroy makes his way to the plate here with 1 down. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. Ground ball fouled back to the right, and it is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 ground ball right at Sugg. He fields, flips to Selzer at first, and there are 2 away here in the 4th inning. Brett Bonar makes his way to the plate now for the Batcats. Nobody on, 2 men away here in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. Curveball inside. And it's 1-0. That one is fouled back towards the Larks dugout. And there's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 misses just away. Comes the 2-1 pitch from Brad Sugg. Fouled straight back to the chain link screen. And we're even at 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Flown out into center field. Givens will make the play and retire the Batcats in the 4th. Great Bend is down in order. We are through 4 here in game number 1, 9-0. And we are back here in Great Bend, top of the 5th inning. Nick Jones will lead it off for the Larks. Alex Knight back to the hill. First pitch of the inning from Knight is inside, and it is 1-0 on Jones. Jones grounds it to the third baseman. Pomeroy fields, throws in time, and there is 1 down in the 5th. Stepping to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. Weiss 0 for 1 tonight, popped up to the second baseman back in the 3rd. Here comes the first pitch. That one is outside in the dirt, and it is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Knight. That one is blooped into shallow right field. The second baseman Barnes is on the way back. Makes the play, and there are quickly 2 down once again for the Larks here in the 5th. Jace Selzer will make his way to the plate. The only Lark that has collected a hit tonight, the only Lark that has hit a ball hard tonight. And that one is grounded foul past first base, and it is 0-1. Selzer doubled to the wall in right field back in the third inning. Here comes the 0-1 to Jace. Curveball misses low, and there's a ball and a strike. That one is fouled back to the screen. And it is 1-2 on Jace Selzer. Here comes the pitch. Fouled up to the left and out of play. And it will remain a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 again from Knight into the left center alley. That ball is flown to the left fielder Bartlett, who makes the play. And once again, the Larks are down in order here in the 5th after 4.5 innings in game number 1 from Great Bend. Batcats in control, 9-0. And we are back here in Great Bend. Sugg returns to the mound. Brady Mitchell will lead off the Batcats' 5th as he takes the first pitch low for ball number 1. Here comes Sugg's second delivery. That one is low as well. And it is 2-0. So delivery just catches the corner. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 from Sugg, strike number 2 on the inside half. And we are even at 2. Sugg delivers, swing and a miss. Brady Mitchell is down on strikes, and there is 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Bacher makes his way to the plate for the Batcats. Sugg is set. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up to the right side. Soberon is out. Selzer out. Selzer calls off. Jonathan makes the play. And there are quickly 2 away here in the 5th. Coming to the plate, the top of the Batcats order, the center fielder, number 8, Mateo Zunica. Zunica is 0 for 0 tonight officially. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Has scored 2 runs. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 0-1. Oh, 1 is low and away. And we are even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. That curveball stays outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one is away as well, and it is 3-1 to Mateo Zuniga. Comes the pitch from Sugg. That hits Zuniga again, and he is aboard for the 4th time of the evening with a 2-out hit by pitch. Peyton Barnes will make his way to the plate now for the Batcats. Runner on first base with 2 away. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. Inside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 catches the zone, 1-1. Count moves to 1-2 after Barnes pops that one foul and out of play to the right as Mateo Zuniga leads from first base. A 1-2 count to Barnes. Here comes the pitch from Brad Sugg. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And that is the inning. No runs, no hits, no Larks errors. 1 man left aboard. We are through 5 complete here in game number 1. Great Bend on top, 9-0. And we're back here in Great Bend. Keone Givens, or Trey Ochoa, excuse me, to the plate for the Larks. He will bat on the left side. He will be followed by Soberanis as Ochoa fouls one back, and it is 1-1. That one catches the zone, and there is a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Ochoa. That one misses away. And we are even at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Driven to deep right center field. Mitchell is back. He will not get there. It is to the gap, cut off just short of the wall by Zuniga, and that is going to be a leadoff double for Trey Ochoa. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the top of the batting order, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Ochoa leads from second base. Soberanis digs in on the right side, ready to face Alex Knight. Here comes the first pitch. Inside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 from Knight to Soberanis. Strike number 1 on the corner. Comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is low and away, and there are 2 balls and a strike to the Larks leadoff hitter. That one is in there for strike number 2. Here comes the pitch from Alex Knight. High, and Soberanis has worked the count full. Ochoa leads from second base. Here comes the payoff pitch from Alex Knight. Popped into shallow center field. Long run for Zuniga. He makes the play. And there is 1 man down here in the 6th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the center fielder number 4, Keone Givens. Larks looking to break the shutout here in the 6th. Ochoa in scoring position at second base. With 1 down, here comes the first pitch to Givens. Line into left field right at Bartlett, so Ochoa will have to hold at third, but that is a 1-out single for Keone Givens. Clayton Harp will make his way to the plate now for the Larks. Runners on the corners, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch from Knight. Line into right field. That one is going to be down fair all the way to the wall. Ochoa is in easily. Givens rounds third and is held at third base. I don't know why he was held. Givens is the fastest player on the Larks team. He would have scored easily from third base. I don't know what happened over there. So that is a RBI double for Clayton Harp, and it is 9-1 Batcats as the Larks have runners on second and third here with 1 out. And we are back here after the mound visit. Alex Knight will remain for the Batcats. Colin Simpson will be lifted for the pinch hitter, Jacob Boston, here with 1 out in the 6th. Larks on the board, have runners on second and third. Here comes the first pitch to Jacob. Fastball right down the middle. And it's 0-1. Here comes the pitch from Knight. Curveball fouled to the right and out of play, and it is quickly 0-2 on Jacob Boston. Boston looking to protect. Here comes the 0-2 from Alex Knight. Strike 3 called. Boston is down looking, and there are 2 away in the 6th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. So the pinch hit decision does not work out for the Larks here in the 6th. Here comes the first pitch to Boone. Ball is low, and it's 1-0, so runners still out there on 2nd and 3rd for Hayes here in the 6th. Here comes the 1-0 from Alex Knight. Driven deep to left field. Bartlett is back. He will look up, and that one is long gone. A 3-run home run for Trevor Boone, and it is 9-4 Great Bend here in the 6th inning. Trevor destroys his 7th home run of the summer, and the Larks have picked up 4 here in the top of the 6th. Nick Jones will start it off again here for the Larks. Bases are empty, 2 down in the 6th. There comes the first pitch from Knight. Ground ball up the middle. Bacher past a diving Bacher, and that is a base hit for Nick Jones, and the line keeps moving for Hayes here in the 6th inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks will be the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss.
Third baseman, Alex Weiss.
Jones leads from first. Here comes the first pitch from Knight to Alex Weiss. Lays off the pitch away, and it's 1-0. So the Larks are trying at least to make it interesting here in the late innings of game number 1. 4 already in. Jones leads from first. Here comes the 1-0. Outside again, and it is 2 balls and no strikes, as there is now action in the Batcats bullpen as a righty warms up for Great Bend. Here comes the 2-0. Weiss pops it up to the left fielder Bartlett, who backs up, makes the play, and that is the inning for the Larks in the 6th. They score 4 runs on 5 hits. No Great Bend errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We are through 5.5 here in game number 1. Batcats still on top, 9-4. And we're back here in Great Bend, bottom of the 6th inning. Brad Sugg back to the mound for the Larks. Leading off for Great Bend is the left fielder, number 14, Corrigan Bartlett. He is 2 for 2 tonight with 4 runs driven in, a single and a double. He's also hit by a pitch. The first pitch from Sugg is in there for strike number 1. Sugg is ready. Here comes the 0-1 to Bartlett. In the dirt for ball number 1. The curveball from Sugg misses low, and it is 2 balls and a strike to the Great Bend left fielder. Here comes the pitch. That one is low also, and it is 3-1. Comes the 3-1 to Bartlett. Pops it up. That one will be towards the screen. The catch is made by Nick Jones. Back here towards the Larks dugout, and there is 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming to the plate for Great Bend will be the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Romero. First pitch is popped up and out of play to the right, and it is 0-1. Sugg is ready. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball away. Ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Brad Sugg. Swung on and missed by Romero, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Sugg. Curveball popped up. That one will also make it out of play to the right. And we will do it again at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball into left field towards the line. Harp is over into foul territory. Makes the play. And there are 2 men gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Brennan Fontenot, the designated hitter for Great Bend, will be the batter here with 2 down in the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. Hard grounder at Selzer into right field. That will be a 2-out base hit for Brennan Fontenot. To the plate now for the Batcats, the third baseman, number 3, Dawson Pomeroy. Brennan Fontenot leads from first base here with 2 men down. Here comes the first pitch from Sugg. Foul tipped for strike number 1. Comes the 0-1 to Pomeroy. Soft liner at the shortstop Ochoa, who retreats, makes the play, and ends the inning. For the Batcats in the 6th, no runs on a hit. No Larks errors, and they leave 1 man aboard. We are through 6 innings here in game number 1. Batcats still on top, 9-4. And we're back here in the top of the 7th inning. Larks are going to need 5 here in the top half, or they will drop game 1. Jay Selzer will lead it off against Alex Knight. First pitch is away for ball number 1. Comes the 1-0. That one is also outside, and it is 2-0. The 2-0 is in there for strike number 1. Two one is outside, and there are 3 balls and a strike. 3-1. That one is outside as well, and that's a leadoff walk for the Larks here in the top of the 7th. So Selzer is aboard. Trey Ochoa will be the hitter. He doubled and scored in the 6th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Strike number 1 over the outside. Comes the 0-1 to Ochoa. That one misses up and away. And we are even at a ball and a strike. So the Larks need base runners. A good start. Walk to Selzer, needing a whole lot more. Here comes the pitch to Ochoa. Ground ball to the second baseman. Barnes flips first, back to second. Not in time. So they will get Selzer at second base, but Ochoa beats out the return throw at first. And there is 1 down in the 7th. Top of the Larks batting order, Jonathan Soberanis will hit now here in the 7th inning. Comes the first pitch from Alex Knight. Soberanis squares to bunt. He will pull it back and take ball number 1. Comes the 1-0. Outside, gets off the glove of Bonar back towards the screen, and Ochoa will take second base as the count moves to 2-0 on Soberanis. Jonathan back into the box. Here comes the 2-0 from Knight. Driven out to left field. Bartlett is back, will make the play, and there are 2 away here in the 7th. Keone Givens will step into the box now for the Larks. Here with 2 outs in the 7th, Ochoa leads from second base. Here comes the first pitch. That one is a ball in the dirt. Bonar keeps it in front and will keep Ochoa at second base. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Keone Givens. Lays down a bunt. There will be no throw. And that is a infield single for Keone Givens. And there are runners on the corners here with 2 outs in the 7th. So next up for the Larks, the left fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. There comes the first pitch from Knight. Fouled straight back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Comes the 0-1 to Harp. Outside, and it's even at a ball and a strike. Knight is set. Here comes the 1-1. Harp takes that one high. And there are 2 balls and a strike as Alex Knight looking for the complete game here in game number 1. 2-1 count. He is set. Here comes the pitch to Clayton Harp. That one is high, and it is 3-1. And here it comes. Pops it up in the infield. Long run for Bartlett. The shortstop Bacher on the way out makes the play. And that is the ball game. Larks drop game 1 here tonight, 9-4 to the Batcats. The game 1 loss drops the record to 18-9 overall, 18-8 in the Jayhawk League. Winning pitcher for the Batcats is Alex Knight, who throws a complete game, gives up 4 runs. Losing pitcher for the Larks is Jake Norton. We will have game 2 coming your way in about 25 to 30 minutes. Make sure to check back on HayesLarks.org around 7:15, and we will get game 2 started for you.